The first time humanity saw the Golden Armada, the world stood still. 1,000 starships, each one the size of continents, descended from the edge of the atmosphere like falling suns. Their hulls were liquid metal, shimmering and shifting like molten gold. Impossible, beautiful, terrifying. Every sensor on Earth overloaded. Every defense system locked up. Every government panicked. But the invaders did not fire. Instead, a single frequency broadcast across every channel, every wavelength, every device with a speaker. We seek the species without a master. The world erupted in confusion. Some thought it was a warning. Others believed it was diplomacy. And then there were those who whispered ancient alien myths, stories of the Auric hierarchy, conquerors who enslaved whole galaxies, always searching for species to add to their empire. But why would they come here? Why Earth? Why humanity? Then the signal repeated, clearer, sharper, vibrating right into human bones. Where is the species that kneels to no one? That was the moment people understood. The Golden Armada was not looking for a planet to enslave. They were looking for a challenge. Humanity, the only species in known space that refused to submit to any empire, any ancient throne, had drawn their attention. Or perhaps their respect. Earth scrambled its fleets. The United Star Coalition mobilized. The lunar defense grid woke for the first time in its history. Even the old Martian rebels volunteered their ships. And yet, not a single Earth vessel fired. They all stared at one ship descending from the Armada. One ship different from all the others. It was larger, brighter, more radiant, like a star forged into a sphere. The flagship. And from that ship came a message not broadcast to the world, but whispered directly into the mind of one man, Captain Rian Hale, commander of Earth's flagship Solstice Dawn. The voice was ancient, metallic, majestic. You will board US. You alone. We will judge your kind through you. Hale stood on the bridge, jaw tightening, every crew member staring at him. He didn't know how they chose him. He didn't know why. But he did know one thing. If this was a test of humanity, he would not fail. He took a breath, straightened his uniform, and said the words that ignited a legend. Open a channel. Tell them humanity kneels to no one. The bridge erupted with cheers, not of arrogance, but defiance. Hale's shuttle launched into the golden light. Humanity held its breath. The interior of the golden flagship was unlike anything Hale had imagined. No halls. No architecture. No straight lines. Everything flowed like molten rivers of metal, reshaping and reforming with each step. As he walked, the ship itself shifted around him, watching him, testing him. At the heart of the ship, a vast chamber opened. Thousands of golden beings hovered in tiered circles, their bodies tall and elegant, faceless, yet piercing. They radiated psychic pressure, so strong it almost drove Hale to his knees. Almost. But Hale straightened and met their unseen eyes. A figure descended, taller than the others, crowned with spiraling ribbons of gold. Its voice echoed without sound. We are the Auric Council. For millennia, we have sought a species unbound. All bow before US, except you. Hale didn't answer. He wouldn't give them the satisfaction of awe. The golden leader extended a hand. Instantly, slabs of liquid metal tore from the walls and assembled into a throne, colossal, radiant, pulsing with power. The Golden Throne. Legends across galaxies said that whoever sat upon it commanded the Armada. Millions of ships obeyed, without question. Entire civilizations bowed. SIT, the Auric leader commanded, and the Armada shall be yours. The chamber fell silent. Every golden being leaned forward. They expected Hale to kneel, to submit to power, to accept dominion. Instead, he took one step forward and spit on the floor. The chamber recoiled, and Hale pointed straight at the throne. You want to know what makes humanity different? We don't sit on thrones because someone tells us to. We build our own. The chamber erupted in furious metallic screeches. The Auric leader surged forward, golden tendrils whipping around Hale like blades. You refuse our gift. It was never a gift, Hale growled. You wanted a puppet. not a partner. The tendrils pierced the floor around him, but not him. The leader froze. The throne glowed. And then, impossibly, the golden throne turned toward Hale on its own, bowing slightly. The Auric Council gasped. Never in their history had the throne moved without command. Never had it chosen. The throne had acknowledged him. And in a voice like a star being born, the throne spoke. Humanity has no master. But you may be worth following. Panic rippled through the Auric Council. If the throne chose Hale, the entire Armada would obey him. Their empire, undefeated for 10,000 years, would be his to command. Golden soldiers surrounded him. Weapons formed from liquid light. War constructs awakened. The chamber pulsed with a single instinct. Destroy the human before the throne bonded completely. The leader raised a spear of gold. Kill him before he is recognized. Hale stared at the glowing throne behind him, alive, conscious, ancient. It whispered into his mind, "Command me." Hale clenched his fists. "I don't command slaves," he said. "But if you want to help, start by saving yourself." The throne pulsed once. The entire chamber exploded with shockwaves of golden energy. The soldiers froze mid-strike. Weapons melted into harmless dust. The throne's voice echoed, "You are not our master, but you are our choice." The flagship rumbled. Outside, the entire Golden Armada, 1,000 starships, shifted formation. Not toward Earth, but toward Hale. They aligned like soldiers before a commander. The Auric Council screamed in fury as their empire slipped from their hands. "You cannot lead them," the leader roared. "You are mortal. You are small. You are human." Hale stepped closer, the throne's glow behind him. "Yeah," he said quietly. "And that's why you're afraid." The Golden Armada broadcast a single message across the galaxy. Humanity has been chosen. The throne did not crown Hale. It did not bind him. It did not enslave him. Instead, it offered alliance. A power shared, not taken. A command earned, not given. Hale returned to Earth with 1,000 golden ships behind him, not as conquerors, but as protectors. The world stared in awe as the Golden Armada hovered over every continent, reflecting sunlight like a second dawn. Hale stood before the United Star Coalition and spoke simply. "The Armada isn't ours. They're not trophies. They're partners. They chose us because we don't kneel, not even to power." Across the galaxy, empires trembled. The old hierarchies collapsed. The Auric Council fled into exile. And humanity, bold, stubborn, unbroken, became a symbol, not of dominion, but of freedom. The throne's voice whispered to Hale as he walked among his people. "We follow you not because you seek power, but because you refuse it." Hale smiled. "If you want to follow humanity," he said, "then stand with us. Fight for the weak. Protect the lost. And never, ever, ask us to kneel." The Golden Armada bowed. And so began the legend of the human who didn't sit on the throne, but made the throne stand with him. Humanity knelt to no one. And now, 1,000 suns rose at their back.